Oh my god, that's all.
Wait, close that door.
You're.
Yo. Y'all know what time it is, baby. We live. It's lit. It's another Sunday, March 15, 16, matter of fact. March 16. It's a blessing to be here. We happy to bring it to you live every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Last Sunday we couldn't, sometimes when the money's calling, you gotta, do what you gotta do. But that doesn't mean we don't miss y'all and we don't bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, the one and only behind the productions. It's good, baby.
Proper one.
And Acid in the building.
And to my
Editor
left.
and producer. Oh, you know that's me. Who? Who?
Jonesy 2 times, bitches.
Jonesy 2 times, bitches. I will 2-time your bitch.
Whoa.
If I have to. I'm on my best behavior. I don't mean that, in a way like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
You gotta pull that shit down.
No, it's better. I want to see my hat.
Oh, but you can't see your face then.
They don't need to see my face.
Okay.
My bad. This is what it is when you do the live shit. I know y'all probably here listening like, what the fuck is going on? But we just trying to fix the camera on the live on the YouTube, which I should be watching every week. If you want to tap in, we post a number up so you could call up, hit us up, talk about anything New York related, sports, anything politics, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Anything we talking about in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So you could tap in with us. And if you missed the live on the YouTube, you catch it back on all your streaming platforms. You know which ones of those are. You just got to, search the Jones Hour. Hit that notification, subscribe, look out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But I think we got to start as we approaching, no, my bad. We approaching this.
Playoffs, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I think we got to get into.
We're creeping closer.
That's right. NBA, Knicks and Dimes.
Knicks and Dimes.
Bringing it to you live. You know what I'm saying? Got that Knicks talk right now. This was a rough West Coast trip, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A rough trip. That first game, I think the first game was against maybe the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's the one that Brunson got hurt. We lose in overtime. Shout out to my pops. He was at that game.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? That's a fact. So Brunson twists his ankle. It went to overtime. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a struggle. Like, we was at our full strength. Mitch was fresh coming back. You know what I'm saying? But you seen there's a difference with him in the court and how we could operate, and you seen that really a lot lately with OG in this West Coast trip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we still with the Lakers at the moment. Like, that game, when you look at it, is like we was keeping up with them. We was running with them. The Lakers is the number 2 seed, 3 seed, going back and forth right now in the standings each week. But that's where they're at in the West. And the West, we know, is pretty much stronger than the East, right?
We had this conversation in our last show.
Yeah, no, but I'm just,
no matter what, they got Luka and fucking LeBron.
Yeah,
that's
it.
Which is like 2 of the most clutch fucking players in the NBA.
Yeah, and currently.
Yeah.
Like right now, like top 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Arguably, both of them. You know what I'm saying? So they're a force to be reckoned with. We're
If
gonna
you
see
give
them in
them
the
any, if
playoffs.
you give them any move like room, they're gonna fucking take that shit.
Yeah,
You know?
but we lose to them in a heartbreaker. Then we come right back, still in the Staples Center, play the Clippers, lose to the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wait, the Clippers still playing? I thought they stopped playing.
it's a my bad. It's a new name to the arena. I don't know what the name of the arena is,
No, it's
but I
not even
call
a
it the
new name.
Staples.
They moved. They have their own
Oh,
arena.
all right. So shout out to them. Well, they Clippers playing where they was at,
Yeah.
and Knicks lose there. You know what I'm saying? Another hard fought battle, but we take the L at the end.
Mhm.
Then we beat Sacramento, we beat Portland, and then which is the teams we're supposed to be. When we looked on this trip, we knew that like Sacramento and Portland. I mean, not necessarily Sacramento. They did run into some injuries. You know what I'm saying with Sabonis and Fox. Even though Sabonis will probably be back shortly, but Fox might be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as he might go undergo surgery.
So it might be Sabonis and Levine.
And
Pretty
yeah,
much.
and Valanciunas.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which Valanciunas did step up, and I had him in fantasy, in Sabonis's absence.
We also talked about that as well. Like
Yeah.
he needed
So
to get out of trash ass fucking the system. Washington was not the fit for him, bro.
yeah, no,
Like
Washington is not the fit for nobody, man. Like if that's like
if you over
career
30,
hell.
yeah, if you over 30, you do not want to be a
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah, nah. Uh-huh. They're exploiting. They're exploiting. That's not the place you want to be at. So I mean, but when we go back to the road trip, we could have went we could have finished above 500 as opposed to below 500 with
Yeah.
this win against Golden State. It was again a hard fought game. We was down, we made comeback. Golden State was down, they made comeback. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how it was. But Draymond, he was able to talk his shit, do what he do, get in our players' heads, which is I was shocked. I think also that shows that Jalen Brunson wouldn't have like let that shit rock. He would have been like, nah, you know, pulled our players away, like not even needing to engage in the back and forth, with him, you know. But Brunson's injury right now, since he's turned his ankle, we're a 500 team below 500. You know what I'm saying? And he's really the catalyst that makes us go. We're gonna go as far as he could take us. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's clear all season that when it's crunch time, and he gets the ball, he he puts it in the basket. Playoffs is a different animal. There's a different type of pressure that you feel, especially when you get into must-win games. You're down in the series. You can't make it where it's insurmountable. You know, being 3-1 and being 2-2 is big. In a series.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, that's what he does. We know he's good with that.
yeah,
He
yeah, no.
proved that
But when
last
we don't
season.
got him, we don't have nobody. Like, and then again with Tibbs, like we don't see much of campaign still, even though Brunson went out, so you have a clear injury with Brunson right now, and you're not even playing the other guys on your bench still. It's still
The same shit.
subpar. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like maybe they're gonna look to start Mitch with Carl Anthony Towns and move Hart to the bench, but then Hart also got to now be able to fill in this role. You know what I'm saying? Because Bridges, he hits a buzzer beater for us to win against Portland. We was about to lose that game. We're down if he don't hit that shot.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like even like that, like we're not. Bridges did have a good game there, but again, it's like we said, like he is not consistent enough in terms of what he does on the court night in and night out basis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We never know what version of Mikal Bridges are we gonna get.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get the one that could drop 30, or are we gonna one that's gonna drop 8?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's been a problem all season, but also like within the recent history, that big block he got against I think Toronto at the end of the game, and now this big shot again at the end of the game. Maybe he's getting a little more comfortable. But then he also came out and said, he doesn't feel comfortable playing all of these minutes. You know what I'm saying? And try to tell Tibbs.
Mhm.
And then Tibbs says that the conversation never happens. You know what I'm saying? So what's the deal? You know, it's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a little maybe tension right now in the Knicks.
That is a little weird.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
If one
maybe
party says something and the other party says that something never happened,
mhm. Yeah,
then
maybe Bridges needs only like 32 or 35 minutes to really go off. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Not the 40 and 44 that he's getting.
yeah,
You know?
you
Like
shouldn't be getting 40 or 44
yeah,
minutes.
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like he's not. I've had this knock on Tibbs for throughout the season.
Yeah,
I've said this from day one. Like he's horrible with his subbing and his minutes. Like you know what I'm saying. You know, and he only will fold when the games is out of reach. You know what I'm saying. And even like that, sometimes they're up 20 with 5 minutes left, and you still got the starters in for no reason. You know, so it's like I don't understand it at times with him as our coach, but we're gonna see what happens. As I said, let me bring up the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule for the season, because last week I brought up that we're gonna end against Boston and Cleveland and Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Those are the teams we're gonna end against.
I actually have it
Oh
on the computer.
yeah, my bad.
You're good. I believe it is the one that's black. The tab is right behind.
Well, I got it already. Well, we play the Heat tomorrow. We play the Spurs and Hornets and Wizards right after the Heat.
Got you.
Spurs, Hornets, Wizards should be 3 W's. Wrong or right? Spurs, no Wembanyama, no Chris Paul, nobody.
Yeah.
Hornets, I mean, they've been playing good of late. They do have something to play for. They are at home, but it's a team that we should be able to beat.
No, the Hornets suck ass.
Whatever.
Hornets suck ass. We should have that Spurs win,
And the
but
Wizards.
they've had a couple of shockers as of late though.
And then the Wizards also.
And the Wizards absolutely they're trash.
And then the Mavericks.
Mavericks trash.
Clippers right after that.
Clippers.
And these are at home. Wizards, Mavericks, Clippers at home.
Toss up, depending on what version of Clippers we get.
Mm-hmm. Then we go on the road to Milwaukee, home for Portland and Philly. Then we play Cleveland, Atlanta, Phoenix.
We got Portland.
Oh,
and
these are
Philly.
this little stretch right here from April 2nd.
Portland win, Philly toss up. Just because they hate us as much as we hate them.
Wait, let's do it. Let's keep a count right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You're gonna keep a count. You're gonna do a count. I'm gonna try to keep a count.
Okay.
Let's go. Next game, Heat. I say W. No, I say matter of fact. I say it's an L at home.
Okay.
L. What do you say?
W.
Okay, so you want to know? Try to keep your 1-0. I'm 0-1. Spurs at the Spurs.
W.
Me too. 1-1. At the Hornets.
W.
Me too. At home for the Wizards.
W.
Me too. Home for the Mavericks.
W.
Me too. Home for the Clippers.
W.
Me too. So that's 1, 2, 3. What's that? 6? You
I'm
got
6
6?
and 0 right now.
6-0. I'm 5-1. Now the Bucks at the Bucks.
Loss.
Me too. 5-2. Home for the Blazers.
W.
Me too. 6-2. No, that's 7-2. Right?
I'm 7-1 right now.
All right, so I'm 6-2. Home for the Sixers.
W.
Me too. 7-2. At Cleveland.
Loss.
Me too. 7-3. You 8-2.
Wait, what's the timetable for Brunson?
I don't know. But this is April 2nd. So this would be in 2 weeks from now. He should be back. It's about 3 weeks, possibly.
I take that back. W.
W. I still stay with the O's. 7-3. Hawks. At the Hawks.
W.
Mhm. I say L, 7-4. Home for the Suns.
W.
Me too. 8-5. Home for the Celtics.
Red out of fingers.
Home for the Celtics.
Home for the Celtics. L.
Me too. 8-6. At the Pistons.
At the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
L.
I'm saying W. 9-6. Home for the Cavs.
W.
Me too. 10-6. And then end the season at Brooklyn.
W.
Me too. I'm at 11-6.
11-6. I got.
I think you 13-4, some shit.
No, 13-3.
No, it's got to be 17. You can't have 16.
14-3.
14-3. I had 11-6 and 14-3. Last 17 games. It's funny that it's like that. Chris is still here without him being here. Go blood. And that was just random. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I look at it like most of those games are winnable. You know me when it comes down to us right now. Like I think we're full throttle. I think we're ready. You know, I think we are a playoff ready team. I think we got playoff players on our squad. I think that, like I said, the only squads that I really fear are the Cavs and the Celtics, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on those two teams only. I mean,
in a perfect world,
but
Cavs,
playing the Pistons in the first round is going to be a hard.
Yeah,
it's going to be a hard matchup.
And in a perfect world,
only the best matchup for us in the first round is the Pacers. You know, between the Pacers.
No, I know. In a perfect world, we only would have to deal with the Pacers and Detroit or fucking
Pacers in Cleveland.
And no, Pacers not even no, like literally everyone else outside of Cleveland and Boston. And then Boston and Cleveland go against each other, and then one of them gets knocked. That's the perfect scenario in my head. It's not. I know it's not going to fucking happen, but in a perfect world, you know, that's what I wanted to happen, bro. At this point,
because none of those teams are gonna drop that far, unless some of those L's that we said against Boston and Cleveland that we was gonna take, they turn into W's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they drop down. You know, or we move up. But in reality, it's better that we probably drop to the 4. You know what I'm saying, and not stay at the 3. If we was to drop to the 4, we'd probably play the Pacers. Maybe the Bucks move up, and now they playing the fucking Pistons in the first round.
Yeah.
And then you know, Cleveland stays at 1, and that would make us play Cleveland in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I don't know. I think Cleveland is not ready just yet, even though they look like they're ready. You know, like the playoffs is different. You know, this is a team that could be upset. I feel, even though they're the 1 seed,
bro. They're it's just so weird though. Like getting, like the Celtics are super weird. You know, like getting, like beating us, and then going and getting beat by the Pistons. And getting blown out the day after, and you're like, what the?
No, the Pistons got a young team. They're very athletic, man. They're a team to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Like if we play them in the first round, that's not going to be an easy series.
Oh hell no,
that's not going to be an easy series. Let me check the standings then.
I think that's going 6 games if we go against them. 6 or 7 games.
We 4 games above the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? The Pistons. Yeah, like the Pistons got a good lead. The only thing they could do is jump the Pacers. They're only a game behind the Pacers.
While we're in the subject of basketball right now, did you hear about the shit with Shaq?
In terms of what?
On live television, Shaq basically like hated on the Pistons like twice, and then in the same day, and then apologized, and then realized that like publicly got called out for not knowing anything about the Pistons. Like he was like, oh, you know, like
he called out the wrong coach or whatever.
Dog, yeah, he said that Chauncey Billups was the coach of the fucking Pistons.
Yeah. And he like coaches Portland.
And it's like I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk about the Pistons. Like the Pistons are irrelevant, and the Pistons aren't irrelevant right now. They're actually very relevant, in, like Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, bro, they're complete like first like round threat right now in the Eastern, in the playoffs. Any playoff picture, they're going to be a threat.
Yeah.
Like,
no, their team. They're a scary team to have to worry about. The bottom half. The playing teams right now is the Hawks, Magic, Heat, and Bulls.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Raptors are 4 games out. Wow, look at the Sixers, 22-44. Like they made all those moves. Not to get off topic, but they made all those moves to sign those players. With to get Paul George with Embiid and fucking Maxi,
Mm-hmm.
and bro.
So what's the teams that you just said? So
That's
we have
Raptors,
Magic.
No, not the Raptors is 4 games out of it.
Okay.
It's the Hawks, Magic, Heat, and Bulls in that order.
Magic and Hawks.
Yeah, but you can't
who's
sleep
coming
on
out of
the
that?
all right. So who wins the first game? Who becomes the seed?
I think
the Heat. The Magic and the Hawks are the 7 and the 8. So they're gonna play each other. Say they play each other right now. Who wins that game? Magic or Hawks?
All right. So if the Magic and Hawks go at each other to start, then it's going Hawks.
Hawks. Okay, so the Hawks will be the 7. So then the Heat play the Bulls. Who wins that game?
Heat play the Bulls. The Heat.
Heat. Okay. Heat play the Magic. Who win that game? It's hard, you see.
See with Banchero.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
If they have Banchero, then I'm going Magic. I think I don't think that the Magic want to tank. I think that the Heat are going to blow it up, bro.
Mm.
The Heat are blowing it up, and I just look at it like out of all those teams, 2 of those teams actually, like the Hawks definitely want to be in the picture,
mm-hmm.
and then the fucking the Magic, I think it's just more a circumstance, bro.
Right.
A lot of it, like they look good earlier in the season. I think just like happenstance of the injuries and all that other shit, like they just didn't it didn't pan out the way that they wanted it to. I don't think they were ever in tank mode. Whereas the Raptors, it's clear they're losing on purpose. Like they just do dumb shit. They like bench people for long periods of time for no fucking reason. Quickly's gonna probably go off this game. Nah, Quickly's resting. Like he's resting.
He's killed me. Yeah, he's killed me in fantasy this year. He was out, man. He missed mad games.
You know what I mean? It's like the Utah Jazz too. Utah Jazz straight up benched their whole goddamn team. Everyone that's good is benched. No, they're resting. They're resting injuries.
Mm. Yeah, but in the West though, Thunder got it on lock. Lakers dropped to 5 now. They were 2, and now the Rockets jumped to 2. They was like at 5. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's how it happens. You know what I'm saying? That's how tight the West is in compared to the East. That's why I was saying it, because the teams in the West, like they're so tight. Like the Thunder is up 12.5 games on the Rockets in the 2 seed. So the Thunder pretty much locked probably the number 1 seed as in the Western Conference. But between 2 to 8 is 5.5 games. 2 to 10 is just 10 games. There's 10 games only separating the 10th seed to the 2 seed. And 5.5 between the 2 to the 8, like I just said. So the 8th seed is like they could the 8th seed right now could literally finish as the 4 seed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's no locked anything. There's no positions locked. And the 8th seed is the Clippers at 37 and 30. They're the 8th seed. In the Eastern Conference, 37 and 30 would get you the 6th seed. Maybe you'd be between the 5th and the 6th because they're 37 and 29. You know what I'm saying?
A little flipperoonie going on.
Yeah, and the Pistons was 37 and 31.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. So
We're really like I'm happy to see that.
Well, the East has always been soft, man.
No,
East
well, I
is-
mean,
well, the East was nice for a minute, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
like
wouldn't
it
that
had a short term in the 90s.
wouldn't that mean
The
that
West has been like dominant for a minute.
that's what I'm saying? Wouldn't it mean that the East is finally dominant this season?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying about the West right now.
So what's the 5 spot in the West?
40 and 25. That's the Lakers.
And then what's the 5 spot in the East?
37 and 29. The Pacers.
Gotcha. Okay.
40 and 25. The Lakers would be the 4. They move up.
Okay.
But you know what? I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And we're going through these playoffs and everything like that. And how would you feel if there was just a top 16 that made it?
In each conference or
No,
in
in the whole NBA.
I wouldn't like that.
No?
I think it would have to at least be 12.
What do you mean?
Because it would. I think it would have to be 6-6.
Nah, I mean, it's already 8 and 8. It's already right now the top 8 make it. You know what I'm saying? So why not 16? Because 16 already make it. 16 teams make it to make it to the playoffs. So why not just take the top 16 teams regardless of conference? You know what I'm saying? Expand the season a little bit longer.
How many teams?
16.
16.
Yeah.
So go 16.
Yeah. There's no buys or nothing. The one plays 16 and it goes through that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you would go.
Well, isn't that already the case?
No,
Or that was the case.
No, that was never the case.
Well, it would be East Coast, West Coast. You are right about that.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that you're not gonna have East and West. You're just gonna take the top 16, and then you even it out in terms of games. You could expand the season a little bit, people, in terms of like when you have to do so much more traveling to even out the game, so that everybody is playing each other evenly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
An even amount of times, as opposed to me being an Eastern Conference playing team and playing. I'm the Knicks. I played the Celtics 5 or 6 times in the season, but I only played the Lakers twice.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of that, you would have the top 16. Right now, Cleveland had the best record in the NBA. But we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's crazy. The entire 1 through 10 of the Western Conference would make it if it was a top 16.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And at that, the 16 seed would be the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
And they would play the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? And it would only be the top 6 in the Eastern Conference. So it would only be the Cavs, Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Pistons to make it. Everybody else wouldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? And then you would go down the line. Cavaliers would play the Mavericks. The Kings would play the Thunder.
So it would be a bigger playoff bracket.
Yeah, the Celtics. Yeah, the Celtics would play the Kings.
I mean, technically, is it? We'd have to look back at the math on that to see how many games.
Celtics would play the Kings, the Pistons.
I guess it's less now.
Wow, yeah, the Pistons.
Because the play-ins are just one and dones, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. The Pistons would play the Rockets. Wait, I want to try to do this real quick. Pistons would play the Rockets. Pistons. Clippers. Clippers would play the Nuggets. The Grizzlies would play the Pacers. Wow, this is crazy. The Timberwolves would play the Knicks. Wow, Timberwolves would play the Knicks in the first round. That'd be crazy, damn. Anthony Edwards. The Knicks would have to play Anthony Edwards in the first round of the playoffs. And then the Warriors and the Warriors would still play the Lakers as the 8-9. That'd be crazy. The Knicks would be Knicks would play the Timberwolves as the 7-10 matchup. You know what I'm saying? And you would go through the whole thing like that. I'm just saying, like, as something I thought of, you know what I'm saying? Only because, like, so many teams, like, you're gonna see this in the Western Conference where there's like so many good and quality teams that are there, and they're not, so they're gonna be left out when it comes to the real players that start, with the top 8 on each side. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But in the West, that's in the Western Conference, but in the Eastern Conference, I mean, you got a team like the Bulls that's 11 games under 500. They're
Yeah.
11 games under 500. You know what I'm saying? They're 28-39. They have the potential to be the 8th seed, the Bulls, and they'll play Cleveland instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, you earned it. You're the number 1 seed. You're the best team in the NBA. But should you get it that easy to play the Bulls? Do we want parity more? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Do we want like teams and players to even out and be smarter? You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I get there's multiple reasons why team players go to teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Contracts, the money, shit like that. You know what I mean? But those were some crazy matchups, bro. Those were some crazy matchups that we went through. You know?
You're absolutely right. Dynamically, that I think that would be dope as fuck because most of those matchups are um would traditionally only be seen in like say a finals situation, and the
Hmm.
rarity of having a 7-game series against the
Celtic.
Western Conference team, the Eastern Conference team, and the Western Conference team is kind of crazy
Hmm.
outside of finals,
Yeah.
So having that as a standard throughout the whole playoffs, I think that would be dope.
No, I just think like but you would have to do it for the whole season. That's why I said like you would change the whole thing.
Yeah.
You would get more money, I think, involved when you get like the Knicks now playing in LA 2 times a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers coming to the Garden 2 times a year now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it might be, or once. And they keep flip flopping every year.
Yeah.
One year they get 2, the other year they get 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you start doing things like that with fucking teams. You know what I'm saying?
I think they do the way that they do it is more or less structured on the cost of travel. You know, like the frequency of you playing a team that is closer to you is cheaper to do than you playing a higher frequency of someone that's way farther away. So that's the
Yeah.
reason why you have teams that have like West Coast trips, and they only play these West Coast teams like once every season. Because the whole team trip of everyone getting on a plane and going all the way over there, and back in the day it was a fucking bus. So like
No, yeah, no, I get that, but what I'm saying is like, all right, but the times change now, and y'all got money, so y'all could do that. Y'all making man bread, like, um, this is with all the idea of
yeah.
actually the 1 through 16
No,
effect.
I hear what you're
Where
saying.
you have more like wins and losses determining head to head of who's gonna make it
I'm
and
just
who's
saying
not.
the only reason why we even have that structure, I think it has more to do with that. I think it has more
No,
to
no,
do
it's
with
definitely regional
travel.
shit. It's definitely
Yeah.
to make it easier. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm saying with this, you could expand the season. You could add a couple of more games instead of 82, make it 85.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just for math purposes, where you could get this number where everybody is playing each other a certain amount of times, and
Yeah.
and it just fits. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's whatever 26 times 3 is. Well, how many teams are there? 30, 29 times 3.
30 something. 30. Is there more than 30 now?
No, I don't think so. I think each division got 6.
I think we're going more for more.
Or maybe 36. Nah, each division got 5 teams. It's 30. So 30 teams.
I think they should do that, and then
So
have an
29
expansion
times
of
3.
2 more
What's
teams.
the math on 29 times 3? Let me see this. 87. So it'd be an 87 game season. 5 more games. You know what I'm saying? You add 5 more games, you start a little bit earlier, cut off, or start a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Or end a little bit later. Go into the new year. I mean, go deeper into the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think that's
that would
a dope idea.
it could kind of make fucking basketball all year round. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even have need a time off. You could they could take like the like our school is off. You know what I'm saying? You get 2 months, you off. You know what I'm saying?
And it will also give more time to that dumb fucking Emirates Cup that they care so much about.
Or well, no, I mean, well, forget that cut. I think it's
I understand that, but I'm saying it would almost back up having that format would almost back up that.
Mhm.
You know, I think that would be it's like almost the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
so like considering like you have all these teams going against each other, like and it's intercoastal or inter conference. You know, like then make that a larger format, like
Mhm.
kind of building it the same way that they would build. Like that's the way soccer is.
Yeah.
You
And you
know,
can add the 5 games on the back end. Keep everything the way it is right now.
that's
Just
how
add the 5 games. That's an extra like week and a half or something
that's the
of games.
Champions League. I mean, they run their shit different because it has more to do with like points scored and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That would be way crazier. But like,
No, but I'm just saying, like, the head to head, if playing every team 3 times, there's always going to be one team that's won that series more than the other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what determines play seeds and
yep,
playoffs. You
yep,
know what I'm saying?
yep,
Like, okay, these teams, these 2 teams finished with the same record.
and that
But when
creates
they played each other, this team beat this team 2 times over
that would
one.
create brand new
You're done.
dynamics,
Yep.
rivalries,
Yep. You're
all that
done.
other shit. You
Hmm.
know,
Like you're done.
shit
That's
that
it.
you never even fucking thought
Uh
of.
huh.
But in reality, then other shit can carry over. Like you just talked about what was it, Memphis and Cleveland? You know, that
Yeah.
dog, that would be a huge
No,
beef.
Dallas and Cleveland.
Dallas and Cleveland. Now, I
Mhm.
think Memphis and Cleveland or something like that would be
Yeah.
crazier. But like, you understand what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Like
you get these outcomes of like just these,
these beefs that you know are definitely gonna happen,
yeah, like
but don't happen because they're
big time. It
fucking
was like those were big time. Imagine the Kings would play the Celtics in that one.
and the NBA
You know,
would
so
actually have
imagine if the Kings would be full healthy with Sabonis and Fox, and they got to play the Celtics.
mhm.
Like they could match up good with the Celtics, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Celtics is planning for teams like the Knicks and shit. All season. Don't even know who they might have to run into in the playoffs now because it's so expanded.
Yeah.
And it's Sacramento.
I don't even think that's that big of a change.
Yeah, and when it's the cross.
Like I think that's doable, and I don't think
Yeah,
that
when
would
it's the
affect
cross
anything
country
necessarily.
travel, for the playoffs, you get one travel day. So if you play on Monday, you travel on Tuesday, your next game will be Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? But if it's close in proximity, like if you
Get the
fucking
back to backs
yeah, like if you fucking I don't know, fucking
playing
Boston,
New
Boston
York and
playing
the Nets.
Washington, yeah. Boston playing Washington, like no, you could do back to back day. So you could play game 1 on Monday and game 2 on Tuesday.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then travel Wednesday to go to the other side and play 3 and 4 the next 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so close to each other. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Hmm.
Aren't we closer to DC than Boston
Well, I
is to
said,
DC?
but it's all the same thing. It's so close. You could drive from New York to DC is like nigga like 3 hours, bro.
That's what I'm
Three and a half
saying.
hours
But isn't DC below us?
below us, yeah. And
Yeah.
Boston's above us. I know. I'm just saying. You said NYC. I said Boston. I was just using as an example. I
Yeah.
didn't. It's not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying like,
No, I'm just
yeah, it's not being a dick. What's your name, Richard? This guy right here. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Damn, we spent mad time talking NBA. It's lit right now, bro. NBA is lit.
Yeah.
It's crunch time.
Dog, I have no problem with that. It's playoffs are at the door, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know, and you're talking about fantasy. That
Uh-huh.
shit is about to pop off, and if not now for you, next week.
Well, I mean, I'm about to beat Kush today.
Yeah, and then you go
He's
against
on.
me.
Oh well,
Next week is your final week.
maybe,
Yeah.
because I might bust your ass. I
Well,
just
I
might
mean,
bust
even
your
if
ass.
even if I dropped you, bro, don't even fear, because I think you built up a cushion where like is a cushion behind you.
Let me see this league. Nah, you're the 3 seed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not the 6.
No, you're the 4.
I'm the 4. You don't play me.
I play you next week.
Oh, in regular season?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not the playoffs yet, right?
And then in playoffs, I think I play you first week. No,
Oh, you don't even know what you're talking about.
no, I won it because first and second don't play.
Oh yeah, next week is the last game of the season. That's why.
And I play you.
And I play you. Yeah. Okay. And then it's the playoffs.
But even
I'm
if you
in. I'm
lose,
clinched. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm clinched already. The star next to my name. I'm clinched. 11-7. 11-7. I'm in, baby. What's your record? 13-5. All right, so you'll be 13-6 next week. Good job. Good job. Oh, you want to shake my hand? Wow, look at this guy. Fucking sore lose over here. You ain't even lose yet.
You know what it is?
What?
Your ass is losing.
Nah, I'm not. No, I'm not.
They carry that L next week.
No, I'm not.
Mhm.
Strong over here. What's my name? What's my team name?
I don't even fucking remember.
Hater of the year.
Mhm.
Hate. You ain't winning, baby. That's it. Hater of the year. I'm a shoo-in.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all keeping tally, but I'm there, you know? And I'm a front runner right now. It's only March. It's early.
Okay.
There you go. All right, so that's enough for the NBA. Let's get into a little bit of baseball. You know what I'm saying? I think we did enough.
All good. I got those tabs open too, by the way.
On baseball, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look how I did that. Look how I did that. How I did that.
One clip, one click, all the fucking information right there.
March 27. Wow. On my anniversary. Shout out to the love of my life. The first game of the season.
Aw.
Oh wow. Guess what we're gonna be doing?
You're March 27th?
March 27th, yep.
I'm October 27th.
Oh man, 2-7, bro. I didn't know that. 27. I like it. I like it, Anthony.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. We'll open the season against the Brewers. Yankees still got a lot. Mets and Yankees. Let me just start with the Yankees before you get into your glory of Juan Soto and the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees got some question marks, man. It looks like they're gonna put Austin Wells to lead off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's necessarily that good of an idea. I mean, I feel like Cody Bellinger is gonna have a real good year with us. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he gets to hit in front of Judge. I don't know. That's another question mark if they're gonna bat Judge 2 or 3. It looks like they're leaning towards 2. I think I'd rather have him in the 3 hole. You know what I'm saying? But Austin Wells, I mean, I think that's where they're gonna start as a leadoff. I think if he is not successful, I think you might see a Jazz Chisholm enter that leadoff position to see where he might be able to do. And if not, then I think a move is going to be made before the trade deadline. A move will be made, and they'll try to fill that hole. Also, we got third base. I mean, LeMayu, I think he's still on the team or whatever, but he can't play. You know what I'm saying? He's a complete liability. Borderline washed. Like that's somebody we just need to release probably and move on from. But we still have these holes because I think Jazz Chisholm is better at second. You know what I'm saying? And let's say there's number 2. I talked about it last week. Their number 2 prospect is a shortstop. Maybe somebody that could come up, and then we could see Volpe move to third. You know, and and maybe that'll be a move that we could do. Also, we see how Dominguez fares and still also in left field. Left field is also a question mark for us. You know, I mean, I get that center field is Dominguez's natural position, but he doesn't really look like he's that good at center field either. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna put him in right. Judge is in right, so that's done. You know, Judge shouldn't even have to play center no more. Like that's not his natural position. Leave him in right, let him do what he do and gun players, you know. But center field, I don't know if Dominguez I don't know if you're gonna put Dominguez there, So I think he has to get accustomed to left field and I hope that his bat makes up for whatever he does defensively as an error. You know what I'm saying? Because Juan Soto isn't really the best fielder neither, but you don't really pay attention to him when he's smacking shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we've seen him misplay a ball or two during the spring training right now for the Mets. But we've also seen him hit about 4 or 5 home runs already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those little 2 miscues, I think any Met fan, like we lived with it as Yankee fans. You know what I'm saying? So any Met fan is gonna live with that little like, he did that, but bro, he just smacked another home run for us. He's gonna be lethal. The top 4 or 5 in the Mets lineup is gonna be really, really strong with the protection that they have,
Mm-hmm.
and up and down that lineup. And hopefully players get to step up. Whether like you put like I would assume Lindor would lead off. I would assume maybe Soto would bat too. You know what I'm saying? Like the 3 hole and the 4 hole is the question, and the 5. Vientos, Nimmo, and Polar Bear.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I think Polar Bear is probably at the end of that. I don't. I think I know it. He hit the big home runs. Yes, he did in the playoffs.
Lineup.
But I don't know if
aside.
he should be in the 3 hole. But after Soto, with the amount of times he strikes out too much.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Every team is going to walk Juan Soto to face Pete Alonso. You need someone like a Vientos or a Nimmo that's
I think it's
a
Vientos.
full word. That's a real
Vientos just got
quality 300 hitter, like solid. That all right, go ahead. You could walk Juan Soto, but this one will make you pay.
I think it's going to be Vientos, Lindor. Like I think the lineup, the starting lineup, and then it's going to be Pete Alonso at the end of all that. I think it's more or less going to be set up to be an RBI machine, bro. Like
yeah, but you don't want to handcut. You don't want to shit on Alonso neither.
No, you don't.
You probably want to give him protection too. So maybe putting him at the 4, and then Nimmo after him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it leads to him in better situations.
100%. But I'm saying if you have Lindor and you have fucking Vientos already on base, all right, and you fucking put Pete Alonso on the plate, bro, like I'm very happy about that. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah,
that.
you're set.
Okay, I understand that. He is beast.
My question is not with the lineup. My question is with the pitching situation. Like we have no pitchers. And outside of that,
well, Clay Holmes is about to be your game 1 starter.
That
opening day starter.
Outside of that, though, like we already have injuries plaguing our pitching play. Our pitchers.
Who you telling, bro? We just lost Garrett Cole for the season.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still.
We lost our ace for the season.
That's the only question I have on our squad.
Tommy John, gone, done. So you complaining about pitchers?
Yeah.
You got some nerve.
It's the only
I didn't even remember. I didn't even bring that part up for the fucking Yankees.
That's kind of a big part.
Yeah.
You brushed over that.
Yeah, well, I mean, thank you for bringing me back to it.
Sounds like you're hurt.
I know. I mean, it's a big blow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's somebody that when we know that we put him on the mound 25 times, we have the potential to win all 25 of those games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guaranteed. When we put our number 5 starter or whoever that might be, it's a toss up. All teams have that. When they got their ace, there's a higher percentage of them winning. That's why you hope when they come around to pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And hopefully your bats is going off at the right time. To compensate for that. You know what I mean? But this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what it is.
There's no prospects when it comes down to pitching on the Yankees right now?
Pitching? Nah.
No?
Nah, I don't think so. No. I mean, we made moves. We picked up Devin Williams. We picked up Max Fried. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did these little moves. Even Luis Hill is going to be out for 3 months now. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes
Luis Hill was just won the Rookie of the Year.
Because of the establishment of the Yankees, like, because at this point it's an establishment. Like it's not even a fucking team anymore. It's like it's an entity of itself. You
Facts.
know,
Thank you.
like no, and it's definitely true. It's established itself to the point where all like everything works the way it's supposed to work. You know, and it works like a fucking like clockwork. You know,
Hmm.
and you guys already always have tricks up your back. Like there's always something behind closed doors going on. They got something in development. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like they're just doing a little R&D right now, a little research and development. They're
Hmm.
working out the quirks on some fucking like
Hmm.
12-year-old. Like
Right.
they're out there like searching for the next best fucking thing out there.
Hmm.
They got fucking people going all over the globe looking for like the best fucking baseball players, like all these children and shit. I know that the Yankees got something up their sleeve, bro. I
Hmm.
understand that, but trust me, like stuff like this only leaves opportunity for someone else to come up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, so like, don't.
No, no. Next man up is always the hope that you have, that the next man up is able to fill the void that we need, that your team comes across in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like the Luis Hill thing is like, it's all right. It's 3 months, like April, May, June. Right before the All-Star break, he should be coming back, hopefully getting some reps in, and then and then able to finish the season strong with us. You know what I'm saying? But
I did
Cole
not,
was gone. You know what
and
I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry. I'm sorry about that. Like, I actually am not. I wasn't not aware about like Cole going out.
Oh yeah,
What happened?
Tommy John surgery.
No, I'm saying like
Towards all toward the
during spring training or
yeah, spring training, yeah.
damn.
Hmm. Well, there was a lot of talks on what it was, is that his elbow was a time bomb for it. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's been through, the pain that he's felt, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It was always a matter of time of when
It would
it
happen.
would happen, not if it would happen. You know what I'm saying? And even before last season, there was talks of this exact thing happening. You know what I'm saying? And he winds up pitching the whole season into the World Series and all of that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like now it's not even a thought anymore because of what he just did, and then bang, it just happens. You know. So now I mean, and like because it happened right now, he's missing also all of this season, but possibly the beginning of next season as well. Because after he's with this surgery, it takes him a long time to be able to throw again, and then put velocity
Do
on
you
it
know
to the
how?
level that they're at.
Do you do you know how long it takes to come back from that?
It's a
Like,
year.
it's just like an actual, like just like a solid year.
Yeah.
Has he had one before?
No,
No.
I don't believe so.
So
No.
God bless him, bro. He should be fine.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, I'm
Appreciate you.
serious because I mean we're at a
Appreciate
point.
you, Anthony.
No, let's be real about it. Like we're at a point where pitchers are coming back from Tommy John, and bro, they're doing it twice in their fucking career now.
Yeah,
Like
sometimes.
I understand sometimes, but like they're coming back and they're fucking like they look like they're fucking 10 years younger.
Mhm.
Like
No, yeah, no, and the Tommy John definitely does help. You know what I'm saying?
and
And
he's
and
already
it's
gotten this
always
long and
as
in his career, and he hasn't had to do it. I think
mhm,
he has, bro. That's he has. Doesn't he have a long contract with you guys?
yeah.
So
We just re-signed him.
I think you guys are right. Like I think you're gonna have him, and I think he's gonna be fucking fire next season.
Thanks, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Well, we'll look forward to that. We'll look forward to that. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. This guy right here. You're one of a kind, man.
No, I'm serious. I
Fucking
really think.
asshole.
I really
Fuck.
think.
Yeah, no, I think so too. But this year didn't even start yet, and we're already talking about what he's going to do next year.
I mean,
That's
he's
what
getting.
it is, Anthony.
Bro, I didn't give. I didn't fucking say, hey, you're out for the season. You have to fucking get Tommy John surgery. Like he got injured, bro. That's not on me. That's on him. I'm just saying that like we're at a point where people are coming, like players are coming back from Tommy John surgery, and they're a fucking brand new player, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, thanks, man.
So look forward to
Him being that.
and yeah, a fucking beast Garrett Cole when he comes back, bro.
All right, we'll see if that happens then.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens. But we'll have to wait until next year for that. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Just saying. He seems like he's a long term.
This fucking guy. Then he walks away. Fuck out of here. At the end of the day. Yep. So now you gotta sit back down.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta sit back down. You hold it. Man up. Because we're about to do the vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold it. You be alright. Put your big boy pants on.
Gotcha.
Thank you. This week's final of the week.
This week's final of the week is Freddie Gibbs and Madlib's Pinata. Released in March of 2014. It is officially 11 years since this album has been released. This is kind of Madlib's first forte into, I would say, official, actual gangster music or gangster rap music. And it was definitely a good fucking pairing. This is kind of like a gateway to current Griselda sound, and ways of blending those two forms, or sounds in general. I think that already existed. You have producers like, I don't know, like fucking Havoc or Alchemist that already exist and had those sounds and feels that and made that type of music.
Right.
But this is the first time that someone like, I consider Madlib my favorite producer. So this is the first time that Madlib did something like this, and it blended well. There is a follow-up album to this album, that is Bandana. I will get into that album in the future, but in general, I consider this one of those albums that are going to age incredibly well. There's not many like there's not many hard gangster albums like I can't, because it's really, really weird, because there's certain type of gangster music like in a hip hop genre that like I can bang no matter what, and this is like kind of on that Scarface level where I can bang this no matter what. It's hard to do it around my kid or whatever. But when I'm alone with my girl, this does not, like, my girl doesn't listen to this and go, oh, fuck. Like, this is one of those albums that, like, and there's a couple of artists that have the same type of effect that kind of, you could get away with playing this inside of a bar and shit like that. People won't get turned off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Freddie Gibbs is hard. And the first time I heard him, he dropped a freestyle to 93 to Infinity. One of my favorite songs. But the first time I heard that, I was like, all right, this dude could fucking rap. Like, I had no actual pre-knowledge of him whatsoever. I slept on that, and then I heard that this was dropping. It kind of got me into Freddie Gibbs. I own a lot of Freddie Gibbs albums now. But he has his own style, his own everything, and it's kind of but in a way where it's not
overkill.
Not overkill. Like, exactly. Like, he does have a Bone Thugs and Harmony type of flow line without the harmony part, but he has that flow where but he's actually saying shit. Like, it's not like just bullshit. There's words and lyrics behind everything. And it's hard shit. Like, this pressing in general, we brought them up, I think last week or the week before that. But this is a Newberry Comics release. As an ill-ass pressing. It's black and white, and it has Nick's Pinata fucking, or zebra print. I think that's fucking fire as fuck.
Fire.
Favorite songs on the album would have to be probably actually on here. Bomb featuring Raekwon. Outside of that, The starting song, intro song, Scarface. Outside of that, High featuring Danny Brown, Harold's, which actually has a music video. I can't recommend this album more. And that's the end of this because I got to take a fucking leak.
Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Me personally, I never really actually heard this album, but we was bumping it before today, right before the show. Definitely feel the production on the Madlib side, and definitely feel the bars from Freddie Gibbs. I am a Freddie Gibbs fan. I fucks with him. Like, I know there's like seems like there's some tension between them, but like Freddie Gibbs, Benny the Butcher, 38 Special, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, Dave East. A lot of that newer, grittier hip hop sound that we're getting now that's been passed on from our like Styles P and and 50 Cent. You know, that was the New York rap of what we had back in my time, and now I don't even know if Freddie Gibbs is from New York.
No, Freddie Gibbs is from Indiana.
Indiana, that's right, Gary, Indiana. But he does have a New York sound to him, and it kind to me, in my opinion, and it kind of, um, like I said, I like it. And it's a breath of fresh air to hear him as a rapper now, getting on and hearing what he says, um, and not so much of the drill shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too much of a fan of the drill shit, and um, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
shout out to this album. We was listening to it, like I said before the show. It did sound fire. I did hear some fire tracks that were definitely something I'm gonna bump again on my own time. Um,
Oh hell yeah, bro.
and
Like I said, I recommend this to anyone.
and like I said, the production,
anyone
the
that likes,
beats that you heard on this album, from what I heard, were crazy fire.
Yeah. No, it's high quality gangster rap music.
Word.
High quality production gangster rap music, and this is kind of the first of its kind. That you would see more from Madlib later on. From this type of production, working with different type of artists. But before this, we didn't have that. Like, you didn't have him working with anyone from that kind of subgenre of hip hop, and this was kind of a perfect blending. It made sense. It still makes sense, and you see it in more current day like production as well. Like, he will get a guest feature or produce certain Griselda songs or whatever it may be. Like, this was kind of, and same thing with Alchemist too. This was kind of, and is a current wave that we didn't have back in the day, like production levels or the quality of the production on releases back in the day. I mean, it sounded great today, but back in the day, but today it doesn't have the same fucking effect. Like, you don't, like, you hear it and you're like, whoa, like, he really is just playing like 3 fucking chords or whatever it is, and there's certain bangers that you're like, all right, this is timeless, it's a timeless beat or whatever. But the production quality today is 100 times better than it was back in the day, at least in hip hop terms.
Facts.
So
facts.
Shout out to this album. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Shout out to Madlib. We will be doing Bandana soon. But I got other albums lined up.
Oh yeah. You know what time it is.
Yeah, we got I realized.
Don't say too much. Don't say too much.
Right.
You got to keep the fans, in anticipation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe tell them one. Tell them one. Tell them one only.
Next one would be a TDE rapper. That's a little
clue for you.
Yeah.
Not the DJ. Feel me? Well, another one wrapped up. We appreciate y'all. Jones Hour lit. Talking that New York fly shit. Shout out to anybody that checked in. Peep y'all. Peep some of y'all on the YouTube watching the live. We thank y'all. And my brother, it's a pleasure.
Peace out.
Take off the ball and be a man. Jones, we. You know what I mean? But you already know. You see now, you done fucked up.